what time he went to sleep, there would be a commotion. He's already going to take his morning jog and maybe take the dog also for jogging. And then by 6 a.m. he's ready to leave for work. He was working at the Kenya Bureau Standard. So when you're working under him, you would not be late, because if your boss is already there after just at 6 o'clock, you cannot even lie that you are there on time. And he took just an attendance register. I mean, you had to clock in. You had to clock in, and he knew exactly what time you had come. As a family, I know most of you won't believe it, but we also used to have our differences. We have, even now, we have our differences, and we can have very hot arguments. Raila and I sometimes used to have very hot arguments. You see that when he's telling us, he's trying to explain some of even his political moves, he'll be looking at me, because he knows me, I would not spare him. I used to tell him whether he wanted to hear it or not. So one time he came to my house, and then we were having a hot argument until my men thought we were going to exchange fists. And he went to the toilet. I could hear him. Which going back. And then you can't believe it, that the following day we were talking on the phone, laughing as if nothing had happened. That's the way he was. He was so received, very, he is very happy. But Raila, because he was so compassionate, I'm sure the only thing that is making him unhappy is hurt by our security organs. I know you are supposed to be peaceful, but even our security organs, surely, you are well trained. You should be able to control a rowdy crowd without killing them. With as Raila's, that such a thing happens. I think that would be a befitting remembrance for Raila. Let me just say that there are few people. Ogeta, Morris, your father, you were behind him, even at the Lini Chogo. Thank you very much for being with your dad when he was sick. As for Adiabonyaka Mami, Ruth, and take care of that last day, when you told me he had collapsed, you kept on calling me. I was the first person you called until the last minute when you called, and now we just were Mary. Now, what Amolo do? Oh, that is your best friend, and he has gone. Mama Ida, you are a strong lady, and you have a beautiful family. Continue putting us all together. I think that Odinga Tieko.
I now want to take this opportunity to thank of my sister Achieng, and Achieng is not able to come because she is a bit indisposed.
We all know black culture exists. It shapes the whole world. But as blacks, we now ask ourselves,
but the world wants to know what box we are in.
So, strap in as we share some of our experiences. You want to turn to the Looney Show for the real.
Email us at theloonyshow@gmail.com.
My name is Brenda. I'm telling us the same.
Protocols observed, Raila. I have lost friends like Raila, and I really feel like not saying anything because my best friend is gone. I would like to tell you people just a little bit about Raila. I cannot say it because it is too much. I cannot tell you. It can take the whole day. But I want to tell you that from childhood, but he was also very peaceful. If he felt that he was being misused, he refused. Raila in Yamir, because my father used to come back home here every weekend. And when he came back that weekend, he expected us Waken up so early to go and pick cotton because Mzee was very strict. Everybody had to go and pick cotton. But Raila was still sleeping. So when Mzee asked him why it's very difficult to pick cotton, why don't you also try to pick it? And Mzee was not abused. So my mother was going for a funeral to Alego, and he went to school and asked permission so that we could look after our siblings, the children, who are my sister Kinyu, who has just spoken here. When we missed school for one day, the next day when we went to school, the same teacher gave us a lot of beatings. Why we went there to quarrel, but before then, when this teacher was disciplining us in class, he expected us to salute him after he has given you the beating. You do the saluting. But Raila refused to salute the teacher. So the teacher was not abused. The teacher called him, come again for another beating. He came back and again the teacher gave him another beating. He refused to salute. The third time, when the teacher gave him the last beating, he told the teacher that you are getting me for nothing and my mother asked you for permission. So don't get me again. And I can tell you that my brother also liked school. He liked school and he never missed school. And like my other brother, Angola, who did not enjoy school very much, but whenever my father put him to discipline, he went to school and studied, and that time he becomes number one. So can you imagine somebody who is a bottom and next term he is number one? And Raila was always number one in class during those days. And Raila loved sport so much so that when we came back to Nyamira, we had a field where we were practicing jumping, we were practicing pole vault, we were practicing the triple jump and other athletics. So Raila became a member. His team was called Arsenal. Raila was and he was also a patron of Gor Mahia. He also became a patron of Gor Mahia. And recently, you remember when Kenya was participating in the football match for Africa, he was with His Excellency the President at Kasarani Stadium to cheer. And whenever they were there with His Excellency, Kenya team won. It is only the day when His Excellency missed the football and Raila also missed the football that the Kenya team lost. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to bore you with the long speeches. We were with Raila in Germany. If you people see, he has some mark on his head. There is another mark here on his mouth. Those were the one on his mouth was in Kisumu when we were playing at the place where Kofafa Memorial Hall is now placed. And we were playing and jumping over mango trees. And Raila fell down and I had to carry him on my back, and other people were laughing at me that Raila, that Uhuru was crying, that, oh, I know Raila, wewe umeumia, Raila again umeumia. But he was a very brave man. I tell you, one day, when 1982, when there was an attempted coup, and my brother was arrested and charged with treason, I tell you, that was another very, very sad moment for us. I went to see my brother at Kamiti prison, and when he was in the black uniform, which is only for people who are in the death row, and I saw him in that uniform, and I cried. He was laughing and telling me, this is nothing, all this will go, uniform. But Raila was so, even if he saw police throwing tear gas and doing whatever, Raila would face it. He would face him head on. Even when some of us were scared, gentlemen, I want to thank these people. First, I would like to thank His Excellency the President, who has stood with us right from the time I told him that Raila was sick. We were with him and Raila, we sat down and we organized and he agreed. And he is the one who organized the transport through Raila to India for treatment. I also want to tell you what was happening with him. The day Raila died, I first of all called him and told him he was in a very critical condition. I was told by my sister, Akiji, that Adhiambo had called for me here. So I called Adhiambo, and then within no time, Akiji told me again that Adhiambo called and Akiji was willing. All this arrangement would have been too heavy for the family. I don't know whether I would have not collapsed if this was placed on my sister to take care of this big crowd here. Thank you of the National Funeral Committee, Professor Kithure Kindiki, who tirelessly worked and made sure that everything was organized and well arranged as it is now. I also want to thank the security which did this you did to us. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, who led a team to collect the body of my brother Raila from India back here home, and he was accompanied by the ministers on Murkomen. Up to the last moment when Jacob took his last breath. I also want to thank Jeff Uyer. I want to thank Winnie, particularly Winnie, the niece. Winnie was supposed to go for a session. I asked her, Winnie, are you not going? She told me, look at, then she just pointed at the father and said, him, I'm not going because of him. I have to be with him. And that is before Raila went to India. And she was there from that date. She took care of her father, and she was very, very, I think she was very caring. She did everything that is humanly possible to do. Thank you, Winnie, for everything. And my sister, Ruth Adhiambo, who also bought a ticket and went to see Raila. She sought her own visa and she went there and she was with him up to the last minute. Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Okech Sala from Migori, who was very close to Raila very much. I want to thank the National Assembly Speaker, the members who also organized and went to collect Raila's body to go. And Your Excellency, the security which has been taking care of Raila, I would like to plead with you. They have done a great job. They have kept vigil and they have been there for him all through. So, Your Excellency, please give them promotion one grade, just one grade to one. So, in those very many words, I would like to now say bye-bye to my brother, Bye-bye, my best friend. Want to ask God the Almighty to put your soul in peace, and please read for us our people who went before you. My mother, Mary Odinga, my father, Jaramogi, who went before us, and all our siblings who are there, and all the great leaders who are your friends, like Julius Nyerere. Greet them all for us. Thank you. May God take care of you, because you are a good man. You are a good man and a truthful man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I want to take this opportunity to call the spouse of Raila. She became more or less a widow when Raila was detained. At that time, Raila was only 37 years old, and this lady was younger than that. And some of you are so hot, you could not have. Now, as you come, I forgot to introduce my spouses. Dr. Ann Okuru, where are you? Dr. Ann. Thank you. Dr. Ida Odinga, Canon, who is a canon of our church, Anglican Church. And I will now ask her to come and address
Sayunti bema bini osina magawe yoni Yesu dokoro imani mona donjo edana kuriri imani gengna katalwen gengan katari chobutona magawe yoni Yesu salaba oro ere imani mona donjo edala ere imani gengna katalwen genga katari chobutona magawe yoni Yesu salaba.
God is good. God is good all the time. I know you say that is his nature. And even at a time like this, let's not forget our God is there, and our God is still good. He'll never leave us. He'll never forsake us. I want to begin by thanking the people of Kenya, the people of Africa, and the citizens of the world who have joined to help me bury my husband, the father of my 4 children, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. I never imagined that this would fall on me to lead the family and the world in burying Raila. I hoped it would be the other way around, without lamentation, I accept the will of God. I want to thank the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and the government for going out of to accord my husband, our father, Right Honorable Odinga, such a dignified send-off. Indeed, in this part of the world, we've never seen like what we see here in Bondo. Mr. President, thank you very much for according Raila this kind of send-off. Mr. President, my family is grateful to you for being a man of his word and a man who stands with friends after committing yourself to do so. Thank you. I want to thank the leaders of Kenya. I was looking around and said, whose name do I mention? But all of you are been very close to Raila. When I look back, I see people who are very close to Raila as friends and colleagues in the life of Kenya. I want to thank specifically former President Uhuru Kenyatta. He is a true friend. He stood by us. Yes, thank you. I want to thank once again of leaders from Kenya and across the world who have taken their time to mourn with us and to mourn with the family. And for this kind thought, you have spent your time to be here today. I know there are many, many leaders from other parts of Africa. His best friend, Papa Olusegun Obasanjo. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. After Jaramogi's death, he was here and opened the museum. I would also want to thank Her Excellency, Mrs. Morgan Shangarai from Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for being with us. I know there are many others, and I'm going to write special letter to all others when the time comes, because I'm not able to mention them by word. Your words, your letters, your social media posts has gone a long way in lessening our pain and lifting our spirits. Thank you very much for that. Raila has been my husband for the last 52 years. Many of you who are here are younger than 52 years. You could easily have been our children. Like all the couples and families, we also had our ups and downs. But we've learned one thing, and that is we must talk straight to one another. We must forgive and move on. Now, juggling the family life and public life exert extreme pressure and demands on us from time to time. I know most of the time we used to say Raila is more of public life, political life, than he is for family life. But every time he came, he gave us what we deserve. His children and grandchildren, but also his brothers and sisters. When Oguru was here, he didn't emphasize. But I think the next person, after loving me, the other person that he loves, leave alone his children, is Dr. Oguru. Raila would not do anything without consulting with Dr. Oguru. And if you wanted to know more, and you wanted to get to know what he's going to do, you are clever, you talk to Dr. Oguru first, you talk to him, so that he softens the way for you to talk to him. Through all this, what remained unchanged was our commitment to each other. On our belief that we had seen truth and vows, and we made each other at the start. It worked for us. It was through the tumultuous years of detention, years of exile, and decades of commitment to the people of Kenya and the people of Africa. The detention years and years in exile tested our family in a way only the family can. When he was away, either in detention or in exile, I knew he would always come back. This time, I'll have to pray him wherever he has gone, because he'll never come back. But the spirit lives on. When I first met Raila, some 54 years ago, I didn't see his political side. I didn't see it coming either. He was not a politician in any form. I knew his father was, but him was different. And with my friends, then I was at the University of Nairobi. We were young, idealistic ladies who swore not to marry. We swore to marry calm, professional men, not those who give the loudness of politics. I swore we had no time for the people who are doing political science, the lawyers and so forth. We didn't know what was coming. In my group, and they know them, the group of sisters were with at the University of Nairobi, people like Levi Gold, Gladys Okor, Deborah Kiai. I married an engineer, a man of calm demeanor and reflective character. They all congratulated me because of that. Little did I know I was marrying a political engineer who would proceed to make engineering of Kenya his lifelong project. I didn't know. Well, as we can understand firsthand the meaning of still waters runs deep. He was a calm person, but as we lived, I realized he was a deep thinker, our different kind. From this turn of events, I come to understand firsthand that Raila was not just an ordinary engineer, but a political engineer. I evolved, adapted, and handled challenges that came my way, courtesy of being Raila Odinga's wife, and those challenges were many. I know if you are to ask the spouses of these politicians down here, they'll tell you the challenges are many and not easy. spoke with. I learned that if you're a spouse or politician, inherit his friends, but don't inherit his enemies. Thinking so and so is an enemy of my friend, my husband, because he belongs to a different political party, or he comes in his enemies. Because tomorrow you'll find that those people that you thought were his enemies are his best friends, and you'll be left out. Big enemies, let him deal with them the way he made them. After going through it all, I had a chance to marry. If I had a chance to marry him, I would marry him again. I would be happy to do it. But this time, I would marry him knowing I'm marrying a politician, not just an engineer only. But Raila never really stopped being a production engineer. It has been said, but he also practiced it. He started the East African Spectre, the company that manufacturing gas cylinders, and that is thriving in that. Those who are working for this big industry that Raila intended to be. Raila was always disturbed by the fact that Kenya was not moving as fast as he expected. At the turn of independence, Kenya was at par with countries like South Korea, with countries like Thailand. I think we're even ahead of many other large countries. But these countries have moved very fast. They've moved very fast to be first world countries. Kenya, we are still running ahead. This thing can be changed. 95, during the International Women's Weekend that was in Beijing, we went to Beijing for the 4-story building, and it was a hotel. I also noticed that many of the people, they were wearing what, red, blue, green, or any other, and everybody was moving in a race. Go to Beijing today, you can see a different one. It can be done. Even in Kenya, we can change our country. And as I'm talking here, I know we have leaders here. Please focus in changing the country. Seek leadership to acquire wealth for ourselves, but acquire wealth for Kenya and acquire wealth for our generation to come. In the name of Raila, I appeal that we focus on national wealth instead of personal wealth. I appeal that we work on quality education, education that will lead us to be people that God made us to be. I appeal that we have our nation in order, correct our health institutions so that it gives us the kind of life that we need to live. There are many others. Dear Kenyans, today I surrender Raila to friends, family, and patriots who went ahead of him. I surrender Raila to eternity, and I surrender Raila to all the ages. I know he's comfortable where he is. I know he deserves to be in the company where he is. And I pray that when my time comes, I'll join him there in heaven. Fare thee well, my dear husband. Fare thee, Jane, father of our children. Fare you well. the friends of many. If you were to start again, I would be there with you. Thank you, and may God bless you all for being here.
Your Excellencies, fellow mourners, we have given the family ample time to eulogize and pay tribute to our departed leader. I want to request that the speakers that will come from now to focus on the occasion of today and be very brief, and other than perhaps the President and the retired President and President Obasanjo, everyone else, no one should speak for more than 3 minutes, otherwise we'll be here until night. I want to urge us respectively to dignify the day by being brief and to the point. I want to request and say a few things before, after she finishes, so that I don't keep up. Both the two of them are the minority whips. Senator Olekina will come and introduce the senators.
Dignitaries here and the larger family rise. Your Excellency, my task is very little. As you know, sometimes I am called a bad girl. But for the sake of Baba today, when we are sending Baba, a man I respect and to whom I owe my political career to, I will be a good girl. Thank you very much. I told you I'll be a good girl and I do it. And request Honorable Dr. Ida Odinga to please join me.
Some things start early. When I was speaking here, I'm big then. The ones who are here, we start with Safi.
Hello everybody. Have us mourn my grandfather. Today I stand before you not only as a Kenyan mourning the loss of, while the world might remember him as the people's president, a political giant, a freedom fighter, I will always remember him as a man of quiet strength, fierce love, and unshakable purpose. My Babu, my hero. It is very hard to say goodbye to somebody from this situation as the ending of a great TV show. Like movie critics, we should focus not only on the ending, but what made the ending so impactful. The patient listener, a gentle teacher, the grandfather who never let the weight of the world stop him from showing up for all his family members, laughing with wisdom and with patience. When I was in school, I was part of a play. I wasn't the main character. I wasn't even a side character. I was a mere backup singer. I remember telling my grandfather how happy I was to be in this play, and how I couldn't being in it. And I remember telling them, and this is to show that as I stand here looking at your casket, I'm not afraid to admit that my next achievement will be 10 times heavier, knowing that one of my biggest cheerleaders is no more. So today, as we bid him farewell, we're not just burying a man, we're burying a legend. And I want to say this especially to my Kenyan people. We are the legacy. If you ever doubted your voice and doubted that you mattered, remember him. If you ever felt too small to make a difference, remember him. Remember, he was not born a legend. He became one by showing up, by speaking up, and refusing to sit down and be silent when it was easier. I used my time to keep this legacy alive and remind the nation that not only was there so much greatness in him, but there's as much greatness in you as well. To quote him, you can only live once. But if you live it right, once is enough. Joey! Oh, sorry, I'm Safi. And I go to school at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I now use this opportunity to introduce my other cousins.
Hello everybody, of the now late Honorable Raila, Amolo. To the world, he's a statesman, a leader, a freedom fighter. He's always been a warm, wise. He was always warm, wise, and always full of stories, laughter, and love. Sitting beside his side, listening to all the stories he told me about our country, about where we've come from, and about still coming. Rest in peace, Baba.
There's also a lie Raila Odinga, as he arrives, he'll be able to speak for himself. Now we have Rosemary. A lie is a son of my late son, Fidel Castro Odinga. He's the one who's not here with us today. But yeah, his life. Then we have Amolo Odinga and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. The two boys are the sons of Junior. May God bless you. Now you know who your leaders are.
Baba, so hold your hand, and we will hold the hands of Winnie, we will hold the hands of Rosemary, and we will hold the hands of Junior. I would like to request the member. Of the National Assembly who are here to be upstanding. Rene Mayaka, you will help me from where you are. If I forget anybody, I've declared you my assistant. And if I call you, you sit down so that if I don't call you, I will know who I've not called. So I don't have anything against you, even though at heart I'm genuine. So we are led by Honorable Moses Wetangula as a speaker. He is not standing, and I would want to acknowledge the area member. Dr. Christine Ombaka. The rest I'll call you very quickly, but I know Kimani and Jeanette will have a chance, the parliamentary leadership, but I'll just acknowledge. Honorable Jeanette Mohammed, Honorable Owen Baya, and Honorable Mark Mwenje, those are in the leadership. I wish to acknowledge Honorable Peter Kaluma, Honorable Rashid Benzimba, Honorable Rachel Ameso, former Member of Parliament, but also PSC Commissioner, Chief, Honorable Farah Maalim, Honorable George Aladwa, Honorable Adipo Kwame, the tallest man in Parliament, Honorable Mugabe Innocent, Honorable Otibo Tom Odege, Honorable TJ Kajwang, Honorable Nabi Nabwera, Honorable Elisha Jalas, Honorable Rosa Buyu Duase, Honorable Eve Akinyo Bara, Honorable Beatrice Elachi, Honorable Naika Johnson, Honorable Oku Kaunya, Honorable Samuel Atandi, Chair of Budget, Honorable Aduma Uwar, Honorable Joshua Ngeno, Honorable Tindi Mwale, Honorable Badi Tuali, Honorable Dr. Lillian Gogo, Honorable Jared Okello, Honorable Koyo Uwera, Honorable Mishi Mboko, who is also a PSC myself, William Liambo, of course, Honorable Chonga, Honorable Raphael Wanjala, Honorable Dixon Maungu, Honorable Dr. James Nyikal, who is also the chairman of Dual, Honorable Oscar Nabulindo, Honorable Peter Masara, Honorable Jen Kagiri, Honorable Mark Mwenje, Honorable Manduku, Honorable Rehab Mukami, Honorable Doris Donya, Honorable Lillian Sioi, Honorable Sabina Chege, Honorable Irene Joki, Honorable Geoffrey Odanga, Honorable Caleb Amisi, Honorable Naisula Lesuda, Honorable Osogo, Honorable Will Flavo, Honorable Carido Daniel, Honorable Beatrice Adagala, Honorable Hussein Waitan, Honorable Umi Harun, Honorable Mogain Geleche, Honorable George Kariuki, Honorable Jale Rokelo, Honorable Steve Mogaka, Honorable Cynthia Lawyer, Honorable Karoli Omondi, Honorable, I think I mentioned Shakil Sham. Oron, Majeho, Honorable Kombe, Honorable Machele, anybody remaining? I think I am done with the National Assembly and Your Excellency the Honorable Boko Milema, you are hiding there, that's what I can see. Thank you. And Deputy President, I just want to say that I talked to Baba on Monday evening when he was with Adiambo, and I want to confirm that what he said the same thing to me, that we need to be united as a party. And he told me in Kijaluo, God, Achia. And then Baba also told me, ask him, Baba, how are you? He told me, I am fine. In fact, in the morning I walked and have already buried me. I want to tell you, as Jokanyana, that for those who killed Baba and buried Baba before his time, because we are Christians, I tell you, for those, forget. And I want to tell you, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, that you do not understand. I know some of us look strong. I was in State House the morning you broke the news. And amongst the law, in the political class that day, I was the only ODM person. But until the president broke the news as we sat, say, I have bad news. And Mr. President, Your Excellency, the longest yard I have walked, if you don't know, was from your home. But the death of Baba is the hardest thing. Also be the women, and I thank you for your sensitivity. And you told us to go and stand with Mama Aida. I thank you for that sensitivity. We shall never forget. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and God bless you. Right, Ledama. Jokanyana Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti Baba Wood Mary Vijung Burukionge Baba.
Your Excellency, President, Ambassador, Speakers of the National Assembly and the Senate, all mourners here, the ODM fraternity, good afternoon. I stand here today before I introduce my colleagues in the Senate. I just want to say that I've been shaking ever since. There's a lot that you shared with me. Occasionally when we had private lunches, when we traveled together. And I remember, because this is very personal to me, that on the day that we lost our election at Bomas of Kenya, and I was admitted at the hospital after having been hit, Baba called me and told me one thing. He said to me, my son, what is important is the unity of this country. Your health is more important.
Deeply private, guided by an unshakable sense of duty. Comedy Maurice Ogeta stands as a quiet symbol of commitment and integrity in a profession that demands both courage and silence. He was a private man, a shadow that never sought the light. But in 2023, his name came into public eye for the first time when he was abducted by men believed to be security officers. Days later, Maurice was released, shaken but unbroken. So, even the strongest guards can weak, but true loyalty never leaves its post. Grace Ngangake never spoke to cameras, never gave interviews. You may not even have known his name, but if you watch Raila Odinga closely, you could have seen him too. Maurice Ogeta, the quiet shadow, always a step behind, always watching. For years, he was the silent shadow behind Raila Odinga. It was Davao. When Raila traveled,
be like water. Adapt and overcome. Water never fights off.
If you're dealing with grain hair, this soap brings it back to its original color. 3 washes. It doesn't.
but we're led by two very eloquent and able leaders. The majority leader, Tribute. We have the minority leader, Mazayo, Stuart Mazayo from Kilifi. Then, who is also the Secretary General for the Senator from Vihiga, who is also the Chair of CPIC, Geoffrey Osoti, Musia, Ukio Mtata. My dear sister, Senator Hamida, who's always been right where Baba is, nominated senator. And then we have the women's president, Beth Siembo, nominated senator, ODM. Then we have senior counsel, who is also Yamira, Okongo Omoge. And then we have, thank you for what you did for Baba. We have Baba's daughter, and we have one who loved Baba so much. Senator Moses Kajwang, who is also the chair of PAC. Then we have Bunge FM, her name is Senator Miraj from Mombasa, Governor Mandago. We have the next is Senator Catherine Moma, who is also a member of the Speaker's panel. We have a distinguished senator from Homa Bay, and her name is Beatrice Ogola. Then we have a Senator Mundigi. We have, next to Senator we have in Kenya, who is a lady of our own standard. Her name is Senator Crystal Asige. Next to Crystal Asige, we have a senator from Nairobi, and her name is Senator Montet, Betty Montet. And then next to her, well, Karen Nyamu. Next to Karen Nyamu, we have Senator from Taita Taveta, who is Senator, from Machakos County, Senator Agnes Modama. Then next to Agnes Modama, we have the Deputy Minority Leader of the Senate, Senator Wambua from Kitui County. Then on my left, I have Senator from Kisumu County, Tom Ojenda. And then on the far right there, we have Senator from Kinyonga. And then finally, we also have a Senator from, he's a Senator from Sierra County, the youth leader, Odinga. Now, before I hand over the mic to the Deputy President, this is a message for all of us here in Kenya. I know a lot of people are expecting that the ODM will fight, that the ODM will have different facets. I want to assure Kenyans that as long as God gives us time on this earth, we will follow Baba's footsteps. Baba said we stay together, and that is the last message that he left for us. And I do hope that we can all come together to be able to ensure that we fulfill the dreams and aspirations of our hero. Baba, I will miss you. The Maasai nation will miss you. You stood firm with us when we are fighting for our land rights. We'll never forget that. When you go and you meet Kuleti Mama, please say hello to her. when you meet all those Maasai leaders, Ole Sankale, Ole Itiptip, including even Saitoti, please say hello to them and tell them that the current generation will keep the fire that we left burning, continuing burning. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
I now want to invite the chair of ODM, Governor Gladys Wanga, to come and invite a few speakers from the party.
President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Baba's family, Mama Canon Dr. Ida Betty Odinga, Rosemary, Junior, Winnie, the larger Jaramogi family, fellow mourners, allow me to bring my condolences of the great people of Homa Bay for the loss of our father, the loss of our leader, the loss of Baba. We celebrate the life of a patriot, the life of Agwambo Wunyalego, the life of Tinga, the life of the Enigma, the life of Juan Fidel, Owaga Kiji. And allow me, on behalf of the party, to thank you, Minpi. Receive gratitude from a grateful party for taking care of Baba all these years, the 50 plus years. If you are a woman who was here, Baba would have come back sometimes and found you not there. You stood firm beside him. And for that, we say thank you very much. Over the last 20 years, Baba built a national, vibrant, and dynamic party, the largest party south of Sahara and north of River Limpopo, the ODM party, which has its members, 7 million members of the ODM party, and some of whom are not here, but are mourning across the country. We say Pole, but we say we remain focused and Baba's spirit lives on. The over 1.3 million ODM party officials, from polling stations to branches to counties, najua mko hapa, nataka kuwaona. Nikisema ODM mnipe, tuko tayari. ODM! ODM! We may not find him to consult him, but we must ask ourselves, in any situation, what would Baba do? Faced with the decision of unity of the country or division, what would Baba do? Faced with the decision of inclusion, what would Baba do? Faced with the decision of hope or despair, what would Baba do? Faced with the decision of whether to go over to a Man U ama Arsenal, Baba atachagua. Your Excellency, our President, for the honor, as he lies here as an elaborate state burial, which you have overseen personally, we thank you. Kithure Kindiki, to lead it, thank you, Professor. Our brother, Dr. Ray, thank you for all the running around that you have done during this process. Your Excellency, we only ask you for one more honor. Tunaomba kama chama, hiyo ikuwe na jina Raila Odinga Talanta Stadium, Nairobi. Next year, ukiimaliza, Baba alikuwa Arsenali, wewe pia ni Arsenali. Ulete Arsenal hapo, wacheze na Harambee Stars. The Raila Odinga Memorial. Your Excellency, finally, we said all when he says clear mind. And I remember him speaking at the burial. The late Dr. Phoebe Asio, and he said he made a clear decision to work with you for the stability and unity of the nation inside the broad-based government. That is the last standing instruction that Baba gave us. And as a people and as a party, that is where we will stand. Yothurwa! Yothurwa! Baba no when we watch ka. No when we watch. Ni wana isirikali man protest. Oka oya kuotwa. Nindo nito pesa. Nindo nito match. Nindo nito bunde. Kanye mababa no wewa. Kanye mwabete kusoke na matanganyiko. Kanye mwabete kusoke na matanganyiko. Kanye mwabete. Mano tik. Mano sekat. Your Excellency, I have a small responsibility as the chairman of the party. Unajua baba alisema, wewe DJ, hapana leta nini? Hapana leta nini? Sasa DJ asilete nini? Yeah. Excellency, I have a small responsibility to invite certain members just a few of our audience party. We want to take the opportunity to say very brief tributes to Baba. We have with us our care. So I want to invite our care. It's a bit far. So as the care comes, because it will take a bit of time, I want to invite somebody to invoke the spirits. And since Ajiki, Winnie already invited Nyabungu to invoke the spirits, I want to invite Owaka as he comes. Please invoke the spirits of Ramogi so that they can come down. Joey! Joey! Hola! Hola, 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 hola. Joey! Raila ina tuture, winyomango, mango ina tuture, winyomaja yuakwe. Raila ina tuture, winyomango, Raila ina tutuni, winyomaja yuakwe. Joey! Joey!
Baca nene. Satana sindwe. Akwa Uganda luo. Biko Raila gikwe. Mundu welo bila gikwe. Kapo gadi nyime. Akwa yodo mwaka mora majaduo. Kapizungu ni yetuo. Kizungu ni eza mundu amalo tikbane. Kodongo kwa titare. Kapungu wa mora. Tokanya na mutie. And we want to do story matter. Toluwa do do story matter. Raila kunya lego monido kane. Raila ne wangejana. Raila ni magani. Kanan kabisi. Chieng' moro, jopira moro kabiriyo, ng'ato biro e jela, to donjo kuma ji ok donjie, kuma ok dware ji, to ting'o nambane ni ber to dho. Bang' juma achiel ochako duogo kendo ochako dho. Chieng' mar adek koduogo olit ahinya. Imunde gi pesa ma Raila nomiye. To ne wan ji ang'wen kende. Ne wan Mokucha ariyo gi Jabaluyi achiel. Maa malo midhago ni ng'ani winji jogo oseneno Raila ibiro nega ni ibiro koni. Uwinjo wach achiegni gi weyo to adwa wachonu ni oganda mondo oriwre. Raila joriwo wate. Akwayo luo, idhi luo, iluongo ni Gen Z. Riwreuru, kik upogu, mondo kochopo higa 2027 wago kura maber. Kanda wacho ne presidentwa gi wenge ariyo, wabiro ng'e gi wenge adek. Warito kode higni mabiro goeko mondo wateke wuod lamo tiyo kodwa. Akwayou kama Raila owewa, Raila owewa gi road based government. Joluo bedo kanyo, tinde wao mach. Awachonu kaweuru niya, jojan ga ogudu marwakoni, joluo makonge ma an okelona, to joluo gi openja, jokwana ker, joluo ma un go gi gin milion adi, akone gi 1 milion 4. Duol, akwayou ni kawuono uwa ka, uchak Raila te.
Raila, whichever you are, to please rise. The county assemblies, we recognize you. Asanteni sana. God bless you for coming. Keti tafadhali. And now let me invite the Honorable Dr. James Nikal, MP for Seme, Chair of the Health Committee, and Chairman of Duol, to come and speak on behalf of all MPs of this region.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Kenya, President Obasanjo, family, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, Dr. Uhuru, Ma'am, I am Chair of the Caucus. And I want, first of all, thank the family of the late, the departed Raila Amolo Odinga for supporting him while he gave his life totally to the people of Kenya. The President of Kenya, Dr. Samuel Ruto, for the befitting send-off and the care he took of our departed leader. Operation Raila Odinga, that in my view and everybody's view, has stabilized this country. The ideals of our party, ODM. One Kenya. Respect for democracy. Respect for justice. To that extent, he hated corruption. And those are the ideals of the party he has left us, and those are the ideals we shall live. He told us, as you work with the government, which is the broad-based government, make sure Kenya, I will advise you. But now, he's gone. We will live by the ideals of mane party wa baka mwago kodi mugi kenduol no wacho ni kako gande nyaku riwruok emimiyo en wan gi teko wacho ni kata teko ne wuok e riwruok wa nyaku bed gimoro adi achiel. Mar ariyo, ODM e party wa makwa we ODM kamoro amora mawantie to walal. ODM jodhuro party wa en ang'o? ODM. That's where we are.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nyikal. At this juncture, I'd like to ask our National Executive Committee to please rise wherever you are. The National Executive Committee of the party, tafadhali tusimame for recognition. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much, the National Executive Committee. I want to specifically recognize our Executive Director, Odoro Ngwen, and our Finance Director, Joshua Kawino. All the other NEC members except Central Committee members, mbaki mkisimama. Mkae. All others, please sit. Central Committee members, please remain standing. Central Committee members of the party. Together with our Vice Chairpersons, I just want to recognize you. Our Vice Chairperson, Dr. Amolo, our Deputy Party Leader, Abdul Somad. The Deputy Party Leaders, I'll pass you, and the SG, because you come and speak, just say to you, who's the Director of Political Affairs, our President for the Women, Beth Siengo, our Vice Chair, Honorable Ariko from Turkana, our Youth President Ketora, our Vice Chair Senator Mwaruma from Taita Taveta, the party's Treasurer Timothy Osire, and no, the next members just missing. Our Vice Chair Christine Lemein. Amebaki Masai. Oh no, something is covering her. Christine Lemein, our Vice Chair from Narok. Asante sana. Please just be seated. I would now like to invite our Secretary General of the party, Senator Sifuna, to come and make his remarks.
Asante sana. Asante kiongozi wetu, rafiki yetu ambaye ametulea sisi vijana katika siasa, wakiongozwa na Mama Aida, ndugu yangu Raila Junior, na dada zangu wawili Winnie na Rosemary. Mheshimiwa Rais na viongozi wote ambao wamefika hapa, na wasalimu kwa jina la Yesu. Hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Hebu nipungie mkono kama unaniona, hata wa kanisa. Asante. Asante. Mimi ndio Sifuna, katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM, seneta wa Nairobi. Mimi ni kijana wa baba. Waheshimiwa wote ambao wamefika hapa leo, I have been extremely privileged. It is the privilege to have learned all that I have learned from him, and finally to serve him as his Secretary General for the last 8 years. I will opportunity to ask why you picked me, Baba. Tumekuwa na wewe katika sherehe kama hizi nyingi sana. Now I came to my burial. What would you say about food? Na nikajiuliza, what will I say on that dreadful day when we have to bury our Baba, our mentor, our leader? Words fail me. Now since Baba akwe mgonjwa, in my view, this is not the time to push divisive narratives in ODM. This is not the time. You all know, chama cha Kenya nzima, na mimi Sifuna sitakuwa baadhi ya wale ambao watachangia kuangusha chama cha Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba, because ODM my power to keep this party united and together. Even in the face of open provocation, Baba, you know what I am talking about. You know what I am saying.
So mimi nataka niseme ya kwamba vile Reverend Wesonga ametuambia hapo, baba alikuwa anasikiza wananchi. Baba alikuwa anasikiza wananchi. Na mimi nataka kuencourage wanachama wa ODM, sisi viongozi sasa tunyamaze na chama cha baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Namaliza nikisema nchi nzima tarehe 22 mwezi uliopita, mbele ya hawa wabunge katika hoteli ya Agile pale Nairobi Lala, alisema yeye mwenyewe, akasema kama chama lazima tujiandae kwa ajili ya uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027. Na wale ambao wanaeneza mambo mengine hapa, baba alisema who has told you? Who has told you? Who has told you? Kwa hivyo sisi tutafuata the last standing instruction ya baba ambaye alitoa pia kama katibu mkuu wa chama. Mheshimiwa Rais, ilinivunja moyo sana kwamba baba alitoka Nairobi bila kusikia sauti za watu wa Nairobi wakisema tuko tayari. Sasa ni jukumu la hawa ambao wamefika hapa leo. Nataka mseme chant ya chama cha ODM mpaka baba ajue anazikwa na wanachama wa ODM. Nikisema ODM, tunasema tuko tayari. Muko tayari? Muko tayari? ODM! 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 Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Our party leader who is the chair. Wamama wa chama cha ODM, hebu amke, because baba alikuwa mtetezi wetu. Baba could fight for us even personally. Please just please wave tafadhali.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Now, allow me to invite to speak to us
the governor of Migori County,
Governor Ochilo Bogo Ayako.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, you are all the protocols observed. Kasai Ber, Seche Duto. I want to take this opportunity to bring the condolence of the great people of Migori, the condolence of my family, and the condolences of all the living things from Migori. We have lost our culture. But I also want to say one thing because I have to listen to not many people are aware of the fact that His Excellency the President Ruto was a founder member of the Allow me to remind all of us who are here today that in 2005, when there was a movement kupiga mdomo hapa ati corruption itaanza Kenya hizi leo haitaanza soon. Corruption hizi maybe Kenya kwa kama America. Kila kitu ni robot. President aongea hii bubu. The President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, was in that movement. Professor Nyong'o was in that movement. Hata mimi Ochilo Ayako, I was in that movement. I am saying so in remembrance of Baba because Baba knew how to put teams together. Baba brought everybody as a team and ensured that he was focused that Kenyans were to have a new constitution. And mimi nikiwa mtu wake wa mkono wakati huo, I was a minister and a young one, a one that was very fearful. So I went to Baba and asked him, you are a minister in this new administration. I am the youngest minister in this new administration, and you have said we should take a stand for the people of Kenya. I am saying so to confirm that Baba never betrayed the people of Kenya when the interest of the people of Kenya was ahead of everybody. Baba sacrificed everything he wanted. So I want to say, tukumbuke Baba, tumkumbuke kwa ile msimamo alichukua, na sisi zote tuendelee hivi. Asanteni sana na Mungu atubariki.
Thank you so much. As we remember that we are in the solemn occasion of sending off our father, our leader, our statesman, an occasion being watched from across the world. I would now like to invite to speak to us the founding Secretary General of the ODM Party and the Governor of Kisumu County, His Excellency, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
ODM! 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 Atimo mos e piny mangima. Wabiro kaka wuono kago riti jatendwa mageno mosegero piny Kenya ga Afrika mangima. Kawan ka in front of our father, Dr. Basani from Nigeria. Maseti Yogo Kinde Mangeng, the ODM, Raila and myself, we have visited him at his farm and he gave us strong support in the struggle for the second generation. Secondly, I want to say today, I have known Baba for a long time. In 2005, very important decision to be made in this nation between the Kilifi draft constitution and the Bomas draft constitution. The Kilifi draft basically denied Kenyans the opportunity to have devolution and wanted Kenya to continue as highly centralized nation. The time that Mzee Jomo Kenyatta handed over to Moi, Moi continued in it. By the time that referendum was held, the nation was ready for change. And Baba led the orange color. There were two colors, or two symbols for that referendum. Bananas and oranges. Bananas were defenders of the old constitution and the centralized government. Orange was for change and for devolution. That is the origin of the Orange Democratic Movement. Orange Democratic Movement cannot continue as a party without strong support of devolution and giving services to the grassroots of our nation. The father of making sure that every government that comes after that referendum will continue to focus on service to the people, will continue to hold the common man as the common man and woman at the center of government and government policies. On Monday, the 3rd of October, Dennis Onyango called me on Sunday and told me that you need to go and see Baba on tomorrow, the 3rd of October. I left Kisumu in the evening of Sunday to make sure that I was at the Com's house very early in the morning. We spent a whole morning together. And he said, what he did, he was called what he did, the brother of me. And I would call him Odinga. Tiki and Pepper Moro. Wanyalo deal with this issue of tribalism. The word tribe came from the colonialists. As far as Kenyans are concerned, we knew people as Jo, Luo, Kikuyu, Jakama, the people of. And therefore the word tribe is an introgressive word and concept. Do a paper on the issue of nationalities and the state, the modern state, so that the central committee of the party can discuss it and put it before the party as the understanding of the people of the party on tribalism and the death of tribalism and the birth of nationality are the only progressive forces in democratic time. ODM! ODM! Asante sana.
Asante sana, Professor. We now are getting towards the end of this session, and I've gotten to our deputy party leaders. Before I invite the first, let me recognize Honorable Walter Owino, MP Awendo, who is also here with us. Let me now invite Senator Godfrey Osotsi, Senator Odinga, and Deputy Party Leader of the ODM Party.
Familia ya baba kiongozwa na mama Aida, Excellency the President, the Deputy President, and all protocol observed. Mimi yangu ni fupi. Kwanza tupokee salamu ya baba. Salamu ya baba kwa hewa. Ya kwanza, tarehe 2 mwezi huu itabaki kama siku muhimu sana, kwa sababu baba Raila Amolo Odinga alikaa pale hoteli ya Serena the whole of afternoon mpaka late in the evening, na alikuwa na summon watu, anawaita, anawaongelesha. Mimi am lucky, I was one of the people. Nikiwa kule Senate, baba akaniita, nikakaa na yeye pale Serena, na hiyo siku baba was in high spirit na alifungua roho mambo yake. Baada ya hiyo, nikishaenda nyumbani 1 hour later, nikamdiswanga Mheshimiwa Junet Mohamed, Mheshimiwa Rosa Buyu na Mheshimiwa Odoro Mwen kwa mkutano na baba. Na hiyo baba akauliza swali kwamba hii mkutano ambao tulikuwa tunapanga kubwa ODM at 20, akasema kwamba yeye anasafiri anaenda kule India. Akatuuliza hii mkutano mnatakaje, iendelee ama isiendelee? Na akatupa nafasi kila mmoja wetu tuseme kama mkutano itaendelea ama haitaendelea. Sisi wote tukasema kwamba baba, wewe ndio mwenyewe. We are not celebrating ODM at 20, but we are celebrating you for the legacy of this country and for the fights you fought for the people of Kenya. Sisi wote tukasema tutaahirisha hiyo mkutano mpaka ile siku baba atarudi. Lakini mimi majonzi yangu ni kwamba kumbe baba alikuwa anajua anaenda, kwa sababu alisema hiyo ODM at 20 ataita watu wote wale wamepitia kwa chama cha ODM, akiwemo rais wa Kenya Mheshimiwa Ruto na Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta, wote, Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, na leo mnawaona hapa wote. Sikujua kwamba hiyo ODM at 20 itakuwa ni mazishi ya mzee baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Ya mwisho, mimi nikikaa pale na baba tumeongea mambo mengi, but I just want to say 2 most important things. Kwamba baba, Rais William Ruto, sisi kama chama tunashukuru sana umepatia rafiki yako a befitting send-off. We are happy as a party. But Baba was happy if all Kenyans enjoy life and benefit. Baba, on March this year, Baba Raila Odinga aliweka kidole kwa mkataba 10 points agenda, ambayo ni mtakuwa na furaha sana kule mbinguni kama hiyo 10 point agenda itakamilika vile alikuwa anataka. Na baba mwenyewe alikuwa amesema tarehe March next year 2026 yale masuala 10 yawe yametekeleza. Kwa hivyo rais, I know you have the ability, I know you have the capability, I know you have the power. Please make Baba happy in heaven. Ya mwisho, chama cha ODM, I want to join the other leaders who have spoken before to say many is God. I want to tell you today that Baba has left a strong team of able brain. We will take our time to mourn Baba. After mourning Baba, we will constructively engage internally. And then we will pick our pieces and ODM will stand strong as a single political party in Kenya that will continue to drive the vision of Baba. Asanteni sana. Wacha tuseme ODM! ODM! Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Let me now invite the governor of Kisii, deputy party leader of the ODM party, Honorable His Excellency Simba Arati.
Your Excellency, the President of Kenya, Mama Aida, distinguished family members, fellow mourners. Allow me to read a long speech that I had, but because of time, I'll take kwanza nikubalie mimi kama Simba Arati, gavana wa Kisii, nilete rambirambi zangu na familia yangu na watu wangu wote wa jamii ya Omogusi. Hili nataka nirudie, mimi leo hii kuwa gavana. Baba Raila aliteua kuwa kansla kule Nairobi kwa miaka 5. Baadaye nikiwa nanyang'anywa tiketi yangu ya ubunge, baba akaamua anipe tiketi ile, nikakuwa mbunge wa Mbili kule Nairobi kwa tiketi ya chama. Na hata wakati nilikwenda Kisii kusimama kama gavana, hawakuamini kwamba ningechukua. Baba akanipa tiketi ile. Nimesoma katika darasa la baba, amenipa mtihani, nimepita mtihani. Baba ananipigia simu akiwa hapa mara ya kwanza mwezi uliopita, akaniambia nikatoka Nairobi kuja kumuona. Tukaongea, akaniambia nirudi Nairobi niende kukutana na Rais Ruto. Baadaye wiki moja kabla hajaenda kule India, mzee amenitafuta kwa simu, akaniambia nataka simu ya bibi yangu. Alikuwa anataka amuongeleshe. Nikampea, wakaongea, wakakubaliana kwamba wiki hiyo angesafiri kule Uchina kwenda kutibiwa. Lakini baadaye nikaondoka Kisii mara moja kuelekea Nairobi kumuona. Nikaenda nyumbani, nikakutana na mama Aida, nikampata. Mzee alikuwa Serena, akaniambia Simba, usije Serena, uje Simba. Nataka niende Malindi kwa siku 2. Nitarudi nione kama nakwenda India ama naenda Uchina. Tukakubaliana na baba, akaenda Malindi, akarudi. Tukakutana na Mheshimiwa William Ruto, rais wetu. Rais akaniambia, we cannot gamble with the life of our brother Raila Amolo. I'm giving a plane tomorrow to take mzee to India. And Mheshimiwa Rais, nashukuru, asante sana. Nataka niseme, najua kwamba baba amelala yuko pale. Baba amelala, baba aenda salama. Lakini jua kwamba papa wameamka sasa. Wamesema kwamba kulala kwako chama cha ODM kitalala. Nataka nihakikishie umati huu, chama cha ODM sasa ndio tumeanza mapambano. Mapambano ndio tumeanza. Baba, utafurahia mahali utakuwa, safari ambayo tuko nayo. Nataka niwahakikishie wanachama wa chama wale ambao hapa, wale walikuwa napinga baba, wale walio dhulumu baba, wengine wako hapa ndani. Lakini nasema kwa sababu baba umelala, wasamehewe, lakini hatuwezi sahau. Nataka niwahakikishie, mimi kama deputy party leader, siku ni baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Mwisho mnikubalie tuimbe wimbo peke yake, bado mapambano. Vijana msilale, vijana msilale, bado mapambano. Hebu tusimame juu tafadhali, huo wimbo msilale. Vijana msilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano. ODM msilale, ODM msilale. Asanteni. Lazima kura za 2027 sisi kama chama lazima tushinde uchaguzi huo pamoja, lazima tutashinda. Asanteni, Mungu awe nanyi.
Allow me to invite the Baba's son, a young man who became Baba's friend, Haswell. Haswell, you are a serious man, you're going places, even if your mom stays strong. Let me now invite our deputy party leader, Governor of Mombasa, Governor Abdul Samad.
Haya, baada ya kufuata itifaki zote, mimi nimekaa hapa na ninaona kila mmoja anayeongea
Kenda manalo na ndio hata lakini bongo kwenda.
Lakini mimi kwa unyenyekevu kuna barua ambayo kwamba nimemwandikia baba yale ambayo yameweza kujiri kuanzia alipokuwa na kuandikia
Nairobi kama yako.
Naona watu wengi hapa aliyeongea Kijaluo.
Umeombega jibi ngapi?
Mimi nitaomba niongee Kiswahili
600.
Sije wengine wakaona na wasengenya na ndio maana siongee Kijaluo leo. Katika mazishi yako baba, katika mazishi yako ni mazishi ambayo kwamba ni ya maajabu. Dunia nzima inaweza kuomboleza na wewe, jamii, marafiki, familia, wale ambao kwamba alikuwa ni wako wa ndani. Lakini baba, lile ambalo kwamba la ziada ya kwa leo wanatoka machozi, na tunajiuliza ya kwa ilikuwa ni machozi ya ukweli ama ni machozi ya uongo. Baba, ulituonesha ya kwa chama cha ODM ni chama ambacho kwamba ni lazima kitetee watu. Baba, katika ile hali ya kupima hali ya maji na unga, chama pale ambao kwamba ulituacha sisi katika uongozi, baba, tuliamua ya kwa Daktari Oburu aweze kushikilia nafasi yako, tukikaa chini tuweze kuendelea. na nina imani Baba pale ulipo ni jambo ambalo kwamba tumelifanya la maana. Baba Agwambo Tinga, Baba, tulikaa masana wewe, tukaulizana, je, tuingie katika broad-based ama tusiingie, na sote tukakubaliana ya kuwa tuingie katika serikali ya broad-based. Baba, nakupatia uhakikisho hivi sasa hivi serikali ya broad-based, Baba, tutakataa kuweza kukusaliti. Mama Aida akaniuliza swali moja Baba. Mama Aida akaniuliza, huu umati wote lao ingelikuwa sio serikali kuweza kwa ODM, pengine tungechukua wale Kanjo Inspectorate wote tukawaleta, pia tusingeweza kucontrol umati ambao kwamba, nikamwambia kesho nikiongea nitakuwa ni mwenye kukosa fadhila nisipoweza kumshukuru William Samoei Ruto pasipoenda ukaniambia mshukuru yule aliyekufaa. Niko hapa hii leo. Thank you. Asante Rais William Samoei Ruto. Lao si wewe, sijui tungekuwa vipi tumeweza kumzika. Baba, nikimalizia Baba, leo hii mimi ni shahidi. Baba alitushika mikono tukaingia katika siasa. Tunamwomba Mama Aida awabariki watoto wake alowazaa, lakini ni ndugu za Wakenya wote. Junior, Rosie na Winnie, usituache mkono. The ODM party needs you and we can be able to songe katika hii safari mbele. Mimi nimesikia wengi wakiongea habari ya mwaka 2027. Nimesikia wengi wakiongea mambo ya mwaka 2027. Ya kwanza, Baba, ulikuwa umetuza Mombasa na ukaniasherekea miaka 20 ya ODM, na tunasherekea miaka yako yale ambao kwamba uliweza kupeana. Na lile mawili yatatendeka katika hii Kenya. Tutaingia mashinani kuhakikisha tumeshinda by elections zile ambazo kwamba zilioko katika maeneo. Kwa heshima yako Baba, na kila mmoja hapa atatoka na kuweza kuhakikisha ataweza kuinua uso wako, ili kifika mwaka 2027 Baba, mambo ni mawili. Umetufunza
acha isiku acha mbawache
mwaka 2027 we will not be in the opposition. Mambo mawili yatafanyika. Agosti tunapiga kura. September we are either in government or we are government. Joey! Look there.
Finally, I would like to invite, in his hat, he has two hats. One as the National Organizing Secretary of the ODM party, and the other as the Chairman of the Council of Governors. And that is the Governor of Wajir County, Governor FCPA, Ahmed Abdullahi, to come and speak to us, and when he finishes, our Chairman.
William Samoei Ruto, Mama Aida present, Hamjambo. Your Excellencies, allow me to introduce the Excellency Governors of the various counties who are here. Excellency Governors, please stand up. And after I call your name, please be seated. We had here on stage Her Excellency Governor Gladys Wanga, Governor of Homa Bay. We also had up here on stage Governor of Mombasa, Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, and the Governor of Kisumu. The host governor also, who I'm positive will come and speak, Governor James Orengo. We have Governor Dr. Ochilo Ayako, Governor of Migori County.
Governor Dr. Paul Otuoma, Governor of Busia, Governor Dr. Wilbur Otichilo of Vihiga County, Governor FCPA, His Excellency Joseph Olelunku of Kajiado County, Governor Dr. Dado Godana of Tana River County, Governor Gideon Mungaro of Kilifi County, Governor Patrick Olentutu of Narok County, Excellency Machakos County, His Excellency and Governor Kangata Obarua, Johnson Arthur Sakaja of Nairobi County. His Excellency, the Governor of Nyamira County. Your Excellency and the family. Mama, Aida, and the family kindly accept the condolences of the people of Wajir County, the condolences of the people of northern Kenya and the northeast, and the condolences of the 47 governors of Kenya and the Secretariat and the staff of the Council of Governors. Baba was indeed the architect, the father, and the protector of devolution. Devolution was Baba, and Baba was devolution. Baba always told us as governors that devolution is not a favor, it is the only way to equalize Kenya and to have a Kenya where development reaches every corner. He will be missed for his courage, unwavering courage. He will be missed for his belief in devolution. On the 16th, Your Excellency, first 14th of October, Baba came and walked on the first kilometer of tarmac in Wajir County. And he told us, this is why I fought for devolution in the 2010 Constitution. Baba will be missed for always putting Kenya first. Baba has taught African leaders that whatever political grievances you have, none of them is worthy of banning you unpolitically. He was the stabilizer-in-chief in Kenya. He is the one who had guaranteed political peace. So for those of us now left at the platform, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, in honor of Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, we should vow never to ban Kenya for the sake of politics. Yes, through the rule of law and through political negotiation. As for the ODM party, this party, formidable movement that Raila Amolo Odinga built, doesn't have followers only in Nyanza and in Northeast. It It has followers in Masaini. It has followers everywhere, in every former province and in every county in Kenya. As we have given the interim leader, the brother of our departed party leader, Mzee Odinga, we want to assure you of our support, that we will hold ODM together at all costs, and that ODM will not fade. The legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga cannot fade. In his honor, we will ensure that ODM is one, and Your Excellency, befitting of him. He left us in broad-based, we will remain in broad-based. Fare thee well. It's all the deputy governors, and there are very many of them here, who have also taken time to be with us here and to attend this important last function of Baba. I want to thank you. With that, may I then return the mic back to the official MC. I thank you all.
Hurry up a bit. I'm going to call a number of speakers here, and every one of you, you come in quick succession, 2-3 minutes, pay your tributes. Goja Mishi, I'll call you Mishi, just go back. Let me call Governor James Orengo, and after him, I want to call the experts that call Minister Oparanya, Minister Joho, Badi, and Opio Wandai to say one word, 1 minute each, then we go towards completion of this program. Karibu, Governor.
Kawacho gimoro, akoya agodi, gono nongoro, agodi. DJ.
Amolo Odinga, Okenanwa Mobibibo. Raila no Okenanwa Mobibibo. Keno Pate, Yana Molo Keboneyo, Pinuredi, Tomo Kisumu, Orengo Tomo Kisumu, Niruto Tomo Kisumu, Wadai Tomo Kisumu, Neyogi Tomo Kisumu, Otamoa. Unataka nani? Unataka nani? Wakego romo wangini wadinudu, wangini turodogo, ni wangini wadinudu, wangini turomogo. Tunapenda baba, Amolo Odinga, tunapenda baba, Raila Odinga, Mungu nyalego ni kuturugo, anitiga kuru riti ni sechorugo. Mungu nyalego ni sechorugo.
Pero kamana godi, joduro untie, bukanene ujoduro untie. Basi nitasema machache sana, yani muda imeyoyoma. First, to maintain Your Excellency Aida Odinga, to Rosemary Jr. and Winnie, to Dr. Oburu Oginga, and Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, President Uhuru, President Obasanjo, and all mourners who have joined us on this great day. President Ruto, let me put it on record. Let me put it on record that many years ago in Bondo, in Nyamira, when we had requested the government of the day to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga a state funeral, the government of the day refused to give Jaramogi a state funeral. All they did was to offer us one helicopter. And we all said, if that is all you are going to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, we say no. So I do not want to take it for granted that you've given Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga a state funeral. I do not want to take that for granted. Indeed, this is the first proper state funeral with military colors, with the participation of the military in the whole of Nyanza region. We have lost so many sons in Nyanza. We lost Mboya, we lost Agwingi, we lost Ouko, but this is the first time we have seen a state funeral, and I want to thank you for this and go on record as thanking you. About Raila, because without saying the qualities of Raila, who really what Raila was, then it will be impossible to keep his legacy. What did Raila really stand for? Why did many politicians come over these years and fall on the wayside? And Raila was always there fighting for us. All his life. And sometimes I'm taken aback by some people who, including political parties. There are those who now lead political parties and abuse Raila Amolo Odinga. We don't know. And I say, woe unto you. I say, woe unto you. There are those who forget the legacy of Raila Amolo. And people are here, and I like what Simbarati was trying to say, that there are people here today, when Raila was fighting for this constitution, they said no to that constitution. I want to remind you that without Raila Amolo Odinga, we will not be having this constitution. So, Raila was courageous. He was a brave man. I remember after the elections in 2017, when his votes were stolen, Raila decided with that day is when I knew there are many people who wear trousers. But Raila said, Raila sworn as the people's president. Did Raila go where he did not go? Did Raila go Uhuru Park where he did not go? I remember many times when Raila has been tear gassed against Raila. Remember what he has fought for and what he has stood for. And today, by mere speechifying would not be enough. It is to make sure never give any space for gains that Kenya has gained to be lost.
That is the only way of keeping the true legacy evident. That when you consider TM and you fulfill, because that will keep the legacy and spirit of Raila burning and burning. The other character of Raila Amolo Odinga, other than being brave and courageous, was that he was a peacemaker. Raila was a peacemaker. And even today, we can say as president, that was the true spirit of Raila Amolo Odinga, that the nation should keep talking together in unity and as brothers. Finally, I'm one of the people who believe that we must keep the party ODM. You must keep the including the governor from Tororo, people from Kulu, my friend Olara Otunu, I think is also in the house. We welcome you. But Olara Otunu, during Pinluo, when His Excellency the President and President Museveni was here, he spoke in Luo. Nijo Luo wangi kitwa. 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 In that spirit of the Luo is like we like speaking the truth. We like speaking the truth. We like living in peace with our brothers. We like inclusivity. We are against those who are an ethnicity. Woe unto you! So, President, I urge you, let us not kill political. Any arrangements we enter into, don't kill political parties. In 1963, political parties were killed by political parties. So Joturua awachunuka geno ni wabed gimoro achiel oduenodu wati kanyakla mondo Kenya obed gimoro achiel. I thank you so much, Mr. President.
All right, now, here for long, we have senior statesmen in our midst, including our retired president, and people that I call to come and speak. Please come, and all of you come here. I'll also stand here, say something to have been with us since 9 o'clock. CS Oparanya, you're here. CS Joho, CS Bandi, and CS Wandai. 1 minute each, just apologize, and then we go to the next step. And this time round, I'm not going back to my seat.
Your Excellency, President William Ruto, Mama Aida, and the family, together with the Geta Jaramogi family, I bring my condolences. Baba was particularly many things to me. He was my advisor, and above all, he was my role model. I must thank the Almighty God for to work very, very closely with him. Some of the things that we went through, there were good times, and indeed they can only perhaps in the future record them. As I conclude, as we send off this giant of a man today, let me say this. Early this year, Your Excellency, Baba Raila Odinga did pay me a visit in my office at the ministry. And he told me that work concluded by telling me, Your Excellency,
conclude, one lasting tribute, the only lasting tribute we can pay to Baba antlership that is started with President William Ruto. There are people, Your Excellency, who have worked before with Baba, but all that time Baba ended up with the short end of the stick. Baba ended up with a raw deal. We must applaud you, Your Excellency, on this day when we send off Baba, that you have done us proud as a community of this region. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your NP, the lady whom I think the entire community should be very proud of, together with a few remarks to make, because this is the most difficult day of my political career ever since I joined politics, is that I'm aware that if I went ahead of Raila, he would be strong for me. And therefore I've decided to be strong for Raila Odinga. Many of us here know Raila as Baba. Many know him as Jacob. Many know him as Akwambo. We know him as Tinga. We remember him as Yudo. He is Okegonea. He can be everything. He sounds very big. But we must remember, for some of us, that Raila made resilience 3 years ago. When I was a student at the University of Nairobi, Raila was running for Langata parliamentary seat. He could come to my room in Malindi, Block B, room number 2, planning on how to win Langata. That time, the politics of Nairobi was volatile and violent. There was Jeshi la Mzee, led by Fred Amolo, over Foda City. Very violent campaign. All the university students from main campus, Parkland and Chiromo, were in the support to win its seat in Langata parliamentary seat. That is how Raila started. Raila is a patient man. That is why he has reached where he has reached. But let me say the second. Raila was a forgiving man. Many people here betrayed Raila in one way or the other. Betrayed Raila in one way or the other. All the leaders of the Luo community, members of parliament, Raila only remained with Dr. Odinga, his brother. He remained with Jobomino from Kisumu. He remained with Fibasio from Omabe. He remained with Rwajode. He remained with Tom of Nyateke. And he remained with Owina Chola. And remained also all those who won their seats by election. Raila soldiered on, despite the fact that the Luo leadership had deserted him. But now, he has died when all the Luo leaders are behind Raila Odinga. Without me betraying you. I was behind you. You are with me. You gave me positions of leadership when nobody imagined that I could lead. You made me assistant minister in the office. You made me the longest serving chairman of your party when you were alive. You made me minority leader. You made me minister of finance, the first one to be a minister of finance. God, that I never betrayed you. Even when you gave me the sad news that I was not going to be the governor for Homa Bay County, I still stood behind you because I know why you made that decision. Baba will not disappoint you. I will not betray you. Allow me to say the last word, my brother, in the room. Yoturwa! 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 Kiki no miyo ki Musa! Musa no wote Mungu! Kino noko Musa! Yo Israel no mondo! Tukono yo Israel! Nikanane jo! Piny mangich! Piny man gi mortgage! Manjeja, abro weo no arun, yogi biro kau, bro chopo kodu kana. Uno mawantiara ni, Raila sadi, awam
Joshua Nika, Arunika, Kisomo Deuteronomy, chapter 34, verse 8, Kisomo Numbers, chapter 20, verse 29. Wakwayo 30 days kakuganda, ono wamon Raila, by 30 days, wabirumio direction. My last word, as a community, Your Excellency, and I want to tell you this, don't be shaken. As a community, there is something we believe in, that a leader, before he dies, a leader knows his death, but he doesn't talk about his death. He will show his people, before he dies, what he wants to be done. He will show his leaders. I want to leave you with one more verse. That is Luke chapter 9, verse 49. When Joanna came to Jesus and told Jesus that Ruth, no akwerogi, ikejogi na chiamkuma, no Yesu no kone, ni uneno, utima maraj. Ngata maoko mon kodwa en ngatwa kama siepta nini.
The President of the Republic of Kenya, Mamangu Mama Aida, and the Odinga family. Your Excellency, let me confess, being in a situation where I have struggled to think of what I'm going to say about someone. And I will not be, Your Excellency, nimeona kama kuna ka contest of some sort, who was informed of the unknown. But for me, Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity. Number one, in eternal peace. Your Excellency, I was a very young man. From Kisauni, where nobody knew me or had an idea of who I am. When I developed the ambition of wanting to become a leader, Your Excellency, there's a guy called Jakuwa kwa siasa, mamangu hajakuwa kwa siasa, shangazi yangu hajakuwa kwa siasa, Hassan Joho hajulikani na mtu yoyote. I walked to see Raila governor. Nataka tuchukue fursa hii mimi mwenyewe kibinafsi nimwombee Mwenyezi Mungu Raila aende apumzike na kukutana na wazee wetu mbele ya that he has never betrayed Raila. I want to tell Mbadi, you're not on your own. Mimi, I have never betrayed Raila akiwa hai, and I assure you, I will not betray his cause hata akienda mbele ya haki. Some of us, mimi siwezi kuwa mahali ambaye Raila kunipeleka. Tuelewane? Siwezi kuwa mahali ambaye Raila hakunipeleka. And I must say it today here. I was taken to Amolo, Odinga. And Your Excellency, that is where I belong, and that is where I shall stay. What we are ODM, many speakers have heard you. Unasema, we want to assure you, chama hiendi the values and the principles of the party zimewekwa katika roho yangu na Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. And I want to tell you, whoever, tuelewane namna hiyo, ukijaribu kugawanya chama, ukijaribu kuvunja, the party will be here to do what? To stay. Mwenyezi Mungu awalinde na wabariki. Asanteni.
Mama yetu ambaye Mama Raila Odinga na familia yako, pokea pole zetu kama binafsi na familia yangu na pia kwa niaba ya Waturkana.
Mama wa kwanza aliyeniintroduce kwa siasa, juu aliona talenta niliyokuwa nayo, ni Mama Daktari Raila Odinga, akiwa mpato mpaka nipata. Wacha nikwambie Mheshimiwa Rais, kuanzia 2002 wakati nilianza kupiga kura,
sijawahi piga kura nje ya Raila Amolo Odinga. Kwa yale majukumu baba amenipa katika uongozi wa chama na hata yale mengine amenipa nje ya chama, sijawahi piga kinyume. Nimedeliver zote. Wacha tu niseme kwa upana. Wakati baba aliniweka kwa mambo ya biashara, na kwa sababu nilipewa hiyo majukumu nilideliver. Kana is very clear. Tuna commissioner. Hiyo yote nilifanya wakati huo. Na ya mwisho ni wakati aliniambia nimchaguliwe running mate wake katika Azimio. Nilideliver wish ya mawaziri. Wakati alinipigia simu akaniambia nataka wewe ujumuike na watu fulani hapa uwe mawaziri. Niliamua nikasema baba upendavyo ndio nitatenda. Na hata wakati nilikuwa waziri ambaye nimeingia kwenye mamlaka ya cabinet secretary kwa mara ya kwanza, wacha niseme leo wazi, baba mwenyewe amekuwa akinishauri vile nitaelekeza na nitafanya mambo ya community integration. Kwa hivyo mimi nakwambia Mheshimiwa Rais, na msimamo na huo msimamo wakati wa akaenda kwenye dunia hii ya pili. Wewe unajua tu tutawacha mambo yote, lakini yale baba alituachia hivyo hivyo. Hapo wenye wanasema hao ni ODM. ODM tuchezeni hapa Nyanza, lakini jueni ODM iko Kenya mzima. Na sisi tutafanya vile tumekuwa tukifanya. So ile ya Western na Luo mcheze tu. Lakini kwetu vingine tuko penye tumekuwa. Asante sana, tuko kazi.
All protocol observed. Mimi vile mnajua, kwa wale wote keha, mimi kwa miaka 3 iliyopita, wakati alikuwa amepoteza kura, tulikuwa na yeye na tukaongea mambo mengi wakati tulikuwa na yeye, na kila saa tulikuwa na yeye na ule Kamau wa Raila, mambo ya siasa. Lakini wacha niseme hapa bila aibu yoyote, nilipoingia bunge miaka karibu 5 iliyopita, nilipelekwa kwa bunge kupitia kwa mali wa kijana. Yeye alinipeleka kwa siasa. Bahati mbaya akafariki baada ya miezi 6. Miezi 6 hizo nilikuwa rafiki wa Dr. Oburu. Dr. Oburu wakati huo alinipeleka kwa Raila Amolo Odinga. Kuanzia wakati huo kufika saa hii tumekuwa na Raila Amolo Odinga. Nimesema wewe ukitaka ufanye siasa nchi hii mpaka uwe na wananchi. Listen to what the people are saying. Ya pili, walikuwa wanafikiria Raila alikuwa a violent person. Raila was a very peaceful person. Alikuwa ananiambia Oparanya, peace is very important. Don't burn bridges. There are no permanent friends in politics. There are no permanent enemies in politics. And the government under Mheshimiwa William Ruto, na yeye amesema wakati nilikutana na yeye, sisi tutakaa kwa broad based government na tuunge mkono Mheshimiwa William Ruto, na hapa ndio tutakuwa na tutaendelea kuwa hapo. Na wale ambao wamepewa nafasi ya kulinda chama, mulinde chama, kutengeneze chama jiwe na nguvu. Tukirudi chama iko na nguvu, tuendelee mbele.
God bless you, Waziri.
Asante.
Thank you very much. Sasa wale viongozi wa bunge wamekubaliana kwa sababu ya muda. Kuna leader of minority kwa Senate, National Assembly, kwa heshima ya familia, and the senior statesmen we have here in the church wamesema kwa niaba yao Junet Mohamed aseme jambo. Kwa Junet Mohamed, jameni. Junet kwa niaba ya leaders.
Mama Aida Odinga, ambaye ni mama yangu na madada zangu na Excellency the President. Mimi leo ngumu sana roho yangu kutoa rambirambi kwa baba.
baba alikuwa kwa mambo mingi kwangu. Mimi nilikutana na baba nikiwa na miaka 24, ya 2001. Miaka 23 na 4 ingine sijaona kiongozi ingine, sijaona chama ingine. Chama yangu ilikuwa baba na baba ndiye alikuwa baba yangu. Baba alinifanya mpaka nikakuwa minority leader kupitia baba. Hivi nina huzuni sana kwa sababu kama tunawachia Mungu. Nimeona mitandao wanashapiga bimbo, wanasema sasa huyu ni political orphan, huyu amekwisha, lakini nimeona hapa orphans wako wengi sana. Wale wameongea hapa yote wamelia. Sasa nitasanya hawa yote nikuwe chairman yao. Orphans ziko mingi hapa hata roho yangu ikarudi nilipoona orphans vile wamelia hapa. Lakini mimi nataka kusema hivi, jambo la mwisho. Baba alikuwa mtu ajabu sana. And for us, only leader who knew when to fight and when to lay arms down. Baba had fire on one hand and water on the other hand. I will miss his telephone calls. Baba alikuwa engineer siasa na alikuwa anatunga siasa usiku, na nilikuwa napata simu yake saa 12 asubuhi. Nikiona simu yangu imelia saa 12, nilikuwa na parliamentary group hapo Mombasa Road. Mimi niliwasanya wabunge wote kama kiongozi yao. Baba alituongelesha pale kwa dhati, and he was very clear that day. It's one of the strongest speech he has made for the time I've known him. Ameongea, amesema tutunze chama chetu cha ODM na tukae imara na tukae. Baada ya hiyo mkutano ya PG, wale wameona TV siku hiyo, mimi nimesema resolution ya hii mkutano refer to Baba's speech, broad based. It's on record. Wale wanasikia wasikie, wale wanaona na macho waone. Ya mwisho, Baba love peace. Unajua mara mingi Baba makes very serious, important, fundamental, monumental decisions for the country. Lakini saa ingine is not popular. Saa ingine watu wanalaumu wengine, unaona hii maneno Baba amefanya. Yule Msomali kutoka Bigori anahusika naye. Na mimi hata sina habari. I'm just loyal, implementing what Baba has said kama fundi. Lakini ikifika jioni Baba ananipiga simu anasema, kijana yangu usiwe na wasiwasi. In every flock there must be a black sheep. Sasa wewe ndio black sheep ya ODM. Wewe beba tu mzigo, tutasonga mbele pamoja. So kwa hayo machache nataka kumalizia kwa kusema ya kwamba ODM party, we will hold it high, we will keep it strong. ODM in 2027, it will either form the government or it will be in a coalition that forms government. But it will not be in a coalition that has been abusing Baba when he was alive. Haitakuwa hapo. Unajua, saa hii wanasema sisi ni political orphans ya Baba. Wale pia walikuwa wanatumia siasa yao ya kujijenga kwa kutusi Baba na kufanya Baba kama bogeyman. Hao pia wamekwisha sasa. Sijui watatusi nani. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Kuna wenzangu hapa Kimani Ishungwa na Aaron Cherioti, Your Excellency. Hawa ndio wale wametengeneza ile report inaitwa NATCO. Wakati Baba alikuwa, hawa walikuwa kwa committee ya NATCO. Tumekubaliana when we go back to parliament in a week's time, we will implement the NATCO report fully. Tumekubaliana hapa. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Na Bwana Rais, asante sana kwa kuzika baba yangu kama president. Kama president. Yes. Hiyo tutadiscuss kwa Central Committee ya ODM tutaleta report.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Junet. Speaker of the Senate, please come and condole. 2 minutes, Mr. Speaker, sir. We have run out of time. The family requests we finish this meeting in the
Amri Jeshi Mkuu wa Jeshi la Kenya, Mama Aida Odinga na familia yako, kwa niaba ya bunge la Senate, kwa niaba ya familia yangu na kwa niaba yangu binafsi, niko hapa kupeana rambirambi zetu za dhati kwa uchungu na moyo ulio mzito. Tunasema pole Mama Aida. Wingu la majonzi limetanda
kwamba wingu hili la majonzi halikutanda Bondo peke yake, limetanda mapana na marefu ya ulimwengu mzima. Manake aliyelala pale alikuwa ni kiongozi aliyejulikana pande zote za ulimwengu. Mwaka huu umekuwa mwaka mzito sana. Kwanza alikuwa Mwenyezi Mungu, muumba mbingu na ardhi na viumbe viliomo. Baba wa pili akawa mzee Kingi, na baba wa tatu ni babangu mlezi wa kisiasa ambaye amelala pale. Mwanzo wa mwaka huu nikapoteza babangu mzazi. Leo hii nazika baba mlezi wangu wa kisiasa. Nimebaki na baba Mungu peke yake. Lakini kitu ambacho kinanipatia motisha ni kwamba yale yote mafunzo aliyopatia Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba believed in me even when I doubted myself. Mwaka 2007 mwezi wa 5 mimi niliingia siasa na kunizungusha Magarini mzima. Before my people believed in me, he believed in me. Kwa bahati mbaya mani tena mambo ya siasa. But Baba told me don't give up. Go back to Magarini. Na akaja akasimama na mimi. Na nikashinda. Na maajabu, the only dream I had as a young man, bigger plans for me. Wakati machafuko yalimalizika, walipokuja pamoja na Mwai Kibaki rais wetu kuunda, mimi sikushughulika because I knew I can never be a cabinet minister. Lakini la ajabu, wakati niko kwangu nyumbani naangalia runinga, wakati mawaziri wanatajwa, and I doubted myself. Na hilo halikutosha. Kama mjuapo, serikali ya nusu mkate ilikuwa na mawaziri 40 ministers. The youngest was me. Lakini wakati waziri Henry Kosgei alipatikana na shida katika wizara yake, ikalazimika aondoke kwa muda. Hiyo wizara yake ilibidi ipatiwe muda. Vigogo vya kisiasa walikuwa mawaziri. He decided to give me 2 ministries to run. That's the man who believed in me when I doubted myself. Today, I've lost my dad. Baba, nenda salama. Asante.
Asante Mheshimiwa Speaker. Speaker Wetangula.